By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check 31, check 31.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Big grip, big grip.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You're out.
Big gap. 36.
Two.
On the counter, it's Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Check 3.
Leo.
Check 24, check 24.
Get it.
Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Wide, get wide. Switch.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. 25 yards that time.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch the screen.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Walker, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
The 7th play now in this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Hey, turn it up. He's
Go
coming.
on.
He's coming, double up.
Hard.
Check.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. forced out to his left. He's going deep for ground. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Check, block 54, block 54. It's coming this way,
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Go white 90, 380. 54. He's coming. We got double up. White, 85.
They run with Hines. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's got his man Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And the Colts.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
180, round 80, round.
Check me out. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Bandit. Deuce. Watch twist.
Rivers on 1st down. Able to find the rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Our first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from Green Bay. Early lead in that one for the Packers. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This is Hines. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got you, boy. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's checking.
Hey, Delta.
Now it's Hines. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Right there.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And able to find Dorsett. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Quick throw here to Hilton. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Set 180. Set 180.
55. Yeah. You don't want none. Out.
0.
Check 3.
Left.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
On the ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Just like that.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
That's it, baby.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Rock it.
Check 24.
5.
Tannehill on first down. Completes it to Davis. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Go. 70, Indy.
Ricky.
You're out. Big rip.
A first down carry for Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to...
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Tannehill now to throw. He's got his tight end, Anthony Firkser. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Tighten up. Look at me, zipper. Go.
After the penalty, it's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Hey, Sam on. Slam. Go. Get it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Ready? 15 line. Hey.
Check. Mike's 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Hard.
Now let's get there.
Under 10. Hey, lock it. 10. Let's go.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for the rookie A.J. Brown there. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's going to be a long day.
Look at me. Score.
Safety's creeping. Kill.
Ready?
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and the Colts pick it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be fielded at the 8. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
Rivers to throw this time. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
80. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Back. Hey, 79. 79. Hey, ready.
They run again with Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
We got to step it up. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Coming.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Go. 59. Rocket. Short out.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Leo.
Hey, watch it. Hatch it.
Hey, Sam off. Now.
On first down, Tannehill. This one caught by Davis. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Watch the shift. Check 43. Joker.
Derrick Henry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Derrick Henry is the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville, it's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter.
That's 90 Wolf.
50's the mic. Check.
Bravo.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hard.
Here I
Hey, lock it.
come again.
Say go.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill.
Jim.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Anthony Walker picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Boom.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
You.
Recon, 132 fighter.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Check.
Check, look at me. Go.
Shit. Check 50.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Topper.
Check 52.
Go.
I got it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm on. Kill. Hey, switch gears.
Look, squeeze.
Check 3.
Get it.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
That's how we do it, baby.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
Yeah. Rock it. Go out.
Watch the shit.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And no, it's incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You don't want
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Colts on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Hey, stand up. Go. Hey. Turn it up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Titans. Jermaine Kearse. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
He's coming, double up. Watch the eye.
Now Rivers. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Red!
Here's Rivers. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Curse. And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
218, jump. Hard.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Hey, lock it. He's coming.
Tannehill. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, high 7.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Quarterback, don't get nervous.
Look at me. Go.
Don't get nervous. Check 13. Check 13.
Check 20. Big grip.
Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Keep it up. Switch.
Hey, exit.
Mike, check. 59.
Look, squeeze.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. He's checking.
Rock it.
Scratch. You got tight right there. Mike 5'9".
Shoot.
Tannehill now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 5'4".
Go out.
Got one. Out.
Fair. Let's go.
One last throw here for Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
They can't stop us.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Colts, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.